y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sunny Brooks. For those that are new here, welcome. For those that are not, welcome back. While you're here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the like bell, the notification bell. The like thumb. And if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, don't forget to leave them below. Today we're talking about elements, rituals you can do for each element. Yes. Elements. So we have air, earth, fire, water, and 5 for me, ether. So with elements, when you incorporate elements in your rituals, it can strengthen your rituals. So yes, you can use the moon, you can use the different astrological signs the moon may be in, or the different planets, certain days of the week. You can use colors, you can use herbs, but you can also use elements. And when you add element or do the ritual in that specific element, it can strengthen it as long as that element goes along with what you're trying to do. So for example, I wouldn't necessarily try to get some quick money and bury my ritual, because earth moves slow, so it may be slowly coming to you versus fastly, like maybe fire or even air, right? So that's a beginning. So the first one we're going to talk about is air. The air element. 2 rituals you can do for incorporating the air element in your rituals, or just doing these as an air element ritual, is 1, lighting incense. Listen, if you grew up how I grew up, there was always some incense around, but I don't know if they was using it how I use them today, but it's okay, because incense, of course, the air element is incorporated, but you can use certain incense for specific things. So you could use a love incense for love. You could use maybe lavender incense for calming and peace. So of course, incorporate incense in your air elements, in the air element rituals. The second thing you could do is breathing exercises. How is this a ritual? I'm not going to go too much into breathing exercises, but know that when you're inhaling air and exhaling air, that air is the element that is present. So you can use that and incorporate breathing exercises with manifestation. Like if you're visualizing and you're breathing in, like one of my favorite things to do is when I inhale, I say I am. And then when I exhale, I say a word. So I may say, I am wealthy. You get it? So yeah, that's air element. The second one, earth. The first thing you can do, well, not necessarily the first thing, one of the things you can do with the earth element, to incorporate the earth element, is make crystal grids. I don't really have videos on crystal grids, but I have a lot of videos on crystals, so you can go check those out. And I honestly just say go with your intuition and allow your stones and yourself to guide you on how the grid should be set up. But crystals come from the earth, so you can create this crystal grid to basically represent or amplify something that you're trying to do. The second thing is you can bury things. So certain rituals, you may have different jars, different rituals, different pieces of paper, journals, different things that you can bury. When you're burying it, you're incorporating earth, because you're burying it into earth. So yeah, those are 2 earth element rituals, or 2 ways to incorporate earth in your element. In your rituals. It's a lot, okay? Third thing, fire. What y'all think I'm gonna say for fire? What do I always talk about? You got it. Candle workings. Candle workings is a great way to incorporate fire element, but also you can do a fire element ritual with candles. Candle workings, they good. They're quick. Depending on the size of the candle, depending on the color, you could get different results. You use different sizes for different things, but candle workers can be used as a fire element tool. Third thing is you can burn things. So I love it. Like, I love to get some stuff off my chest, or to like clear my heart, my mind, my soul, write some stuff down. I'm taking it to the fire. I'm taking it to the fire and I'm gonna burn it. Also, you could burn other stuff, right? So if you had maybe somebody gave you something and you no longer want to be attached to that item or something, you can burn it to represent something. You can also burn. Fire cleanses, but it also purifies. Don't forget that. So just burning things incorporates fires, candles, things like that. So the fourth element, what's the fourth one? Okay, water. Next thing you could do for water element rituals is spiritual baths. You could take a spiritual bath. That's a way to incorporate water. So say if you're wanting to do something with your emotions, you want to clear your emotions, you want to just kind of reset your emotions and things like that. I would say do, of course, other rituals, but end it with a spiritual bath because that water can help cleanse, but water is also great for emotions. Water, emotions go hand in hand. So see what I kind of did there? You see? Okay, like fire is like aggression, word, getting things done. So if you're trying to like maybe start a new business, bring some money quick, use fire, because fire and like getting things done and motivation and willpower goes hand in hand. So yeah, spiritual baths for water. Second thing you can do is, of course, release and cleanse in water. So not quite a spiritual bath, but there are times that I have wrote some things down and I took it and put it in a bowl of water. There are times where I have went to the beach, so I think that's like, it is technically a spiritual bath, but not, when I say spiritual bath, I'm referring to different herbs and oils and things that's added to it. But you can go to the beach and cleanse yourself and renew and refresh yourself. But yeah, you can use water like that. Ether, I consider ether as an element. Whatever, don't debate me, I don't care, it's my opinion. So being that I consider it, is in this video. Ether, the two things that really come to mind when I think about incorporating ether into my elements is, one, altar work, because my altars is very spiritual. My altars, like my ancestor altar, is of course connected to my ancestors, which are in the spiritual realm. I may have a deity altar, which I do, and that's connected to the deities that's in the spiritual realm. So doing altar work incorporates the ether element, but you can also incorporate the ether element by doing and a ritual at an altar. And then the second thing is meditation, because meditation is here, like it connects us to something bigger than ourselves, and something outside of ourselves. So yeah, you can mix and match any of these. You can combine them. You can say, I'm gonna light some incense for air, I'm gonna do a crystal grid for earth, and then I'm gonna do a crystal grid around the candle working that I do. And after I do that, I'm gonna take me a spiritual bath, and then that candle and that crystal grid and that incense I'm burning and I'm setting up at an altar. You just kind of incorporated all of the elements to help strengthen your ritual. You could combine them, or you could just say, hey, I'm working on emotions, so I'm going to only focus on doing rituals with water. So all of my rituals are going to consist of water, or the color of water, like if you're using blue crystals or aqua crystals and things like that. But you can separate them or you can combine them. It's really up to you. So let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. Drop them below. If not, I'll see you again later. And don't forget, I love you. Bye.